Ethiopian government has secured a diplomatic win. It seems two countries have issued a joint statement, a position statement, a policy statement, pointing towards Ethiopian diplomatic gains on this front, which is a dispute between Ethiopia and two other countries. Secondly, is Getachew Reda going to be appointed the new Minister of Communication, as Lagas Tolo is going to be appointed as an ambassador? Rumors there, so any truth in these rumors? And lastly, arrests in southern Tigray, where people are being arrested. Cable level administrators, others are being arrested. Details for you in this video. Let's start with the first story, which is about diplomatic win for the Ethiopian government. By the way, under Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed's government, Ethiopia has not been able to exercise its regional reach. Its regional influence diminished because of internal conflicts. When a country is not united, when there are internal divisions, obviously it is not effective externally too. So Ethiopia remained at odds with Somalia. Ethiopia, Djibouti exchanged some loaded statements. Ethiopia, Eritrea experiencing tensions. Ethiopia, Sudan, definitely not on good terms. Ethiopian government and Al Burhan government not on good terms. So in the region, we can say Ethiopia has not been able under PM Abiy to be influential regional player. Why? Mainly because of internal conflicts and mainly because of the type of foreign policy which the Ethiopian government has adopted. But a diplomatic win for Ethiopia has definitely been achieved by the Prime Minister of Ethiopia's team. Two countries have issued a joint statement, Sudan and Egypt. The statement came last night. The statement is an indication that the two countries have suffered a diplomatic defeat, and that is why they issued this statement. We know that within a week's time, Ethiopia is going to inaugurate Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam. Preparations there, PM Abiy giving interviews. In 1 week, the dam is going to be inaugurated. Egypt and Sudan, since day one, have been opposing the construction of the dam. They are downstream river Nile countries. The foreign ministers of Egypt and Sudan met. Talks were held in Cairo, and there a statement came last night. Very interesting statement. Egypt and Sudan have rejected the involvement of other Nile basin countries in talks to break the deadlock between Ethiopia and Egypt, supported by Sudan. Two countries say they want direct talks with Ethiopia. They don't want other Nile basin countries to participate in talks. Why? Does it mean that the other Nile basin countries are supporting Ethiopia? Yeah, this is what seems to be the case. This is what seems to be the case. Ethiopia has managed to get support from other Nile basin countries. That is why Egypt and Sudan want direct talks with Ethiopia. They have held several rounds of direct talks. In yesterday's statement, the two countries said, Egypt and Sudan, that Ethiopia is taking unilateral measures, unilateral operations of the dam could decrease the flow to downstream river Nile countries, and Ethiopian unilateral actions are a violation of international law. So they asked Ethiopia to talk. to sign a legally binding agreement with Sudan and Egypt about how dam will be operated, how much water will be stored, how much water will be released, when will the water be released. So they want an agreement about all these issues and others. Uh, Egypt and Sudan, they want a 1959 treaty to be followed. That treaty gave 55.5 billion cubic meters of water to Egypt and 18.5 billion cubic meters of water to Sudan. Other Nile Basin countries, they say that they follow CFA. CFA was signed in 2010-2011 Cooperative Framework Agreement. 6 Nile Basin countries have ratified CFA. 6 countries are Ethiopia, Rwanda, Uganda, Kenya, Tanzania, and Burundi. Congo has not signed it. Sudan and Egypt did not sign it. 3 countries haven't signed it. 6 have signed. The 6 say that CFA will determine how Nile Basin will be used by Nile Basin countries. While Egypt and Sudan, they want 1959 treaty to be followed. It means that other Nile Basin countries, majority of them is supporting Ethiopia. I think they will participate in the inauguration ceremony of the dam within a week's time. Egypt and Sudan are not likely to attend the ceremony. Basically, Ethiopia has managed to achieve a big target. I always say God is the manifestation of what Ethiopia can do, what Ethiopians can do if they are united. Credit of God cannot be given to just one man. It's not just the Prime Minister of Ethiopia, PM Abiy, who should be given the credit for it. It was started by Meles Zenawi, I think, and EPRDF government, PP, all deserve to be credited, along with political parties, politicians, military. It's a joint effort of all Ethiopians. Secondly, viewers, is Getachew Reda going to be appointed as the new Minister of Communication of Ethiopia? Because Lagasse Tolo, the Minister of Communication, is being appointed as an ambassador, maybe to Italy or Djibouti. The president will appoint him. So far, destination has not been announced where he is going to end up. But he'll be replaced by someone. Will Getachew replace him? Getachew is working as advisor to Ethiopian PM on East Africa affairs. Since yesterday, rumors that Getachew is going to be the new spokesperson of the government. No confirmation. Will he work as the spokesperson of the government, Prosperity Party government? Well, he worked in similar positions in the past. He has vast experience. He can deliver. The problem is that if he accepts this appointment, which has not been confirmed so far, I think his status, his popularity as a politician in Tigray will diminish. He'll have to support PP's policies. And so far, he hasn't joined Prosperity Party officially. I mean, he is still a politician from another party, and that is Simrat Party, which is gradually organizing itself. Technically, he's not part of Prosperity Party, but he'll have to defend Prosperity Party's policies. So it's a difficult decision for him. I don't think that he will accept it. Maybe he's being asked to accept this role, but it's difficult for him. I have no confirmation so far that he has agreed to assume charge as the Minister of communications. Last was arrests in southern Tigray. Southern Tigray has been controlled successfully by TPLF and Tigray military. Aftokiros-led zonal government has been dismantled. Zinabo Gebre Medin-led new government has been put in place. But now TPLF and Tigray military are trying to crush those who oppose this government, who oppose TPLF. So on the one hand, we're seeing arrests of those people who are supportive of the previous government of Hafto Kiros. Raids are being conducted, house-to-house searches are being conducted. Secondly, a friction has been ongoing between Amharas and Tigrayans too in some parts of southern Tigray, especially in Alamata. Because last year, Amhara provisional government was dismantled here and Tigray-backed new administration took office in Raya. Amharas fled Alamata, Koram in large numbers, but not all of them. There is still Amhara population in Alamata and Koram. And in Alamata, a cabinet administrator was arrested by Tigray forces 2 days ago. Isfai Gebeyehu is his name. According to Amhara sources, he was arrested mainly because he is from Amhara ethnic group. Arrested and being kept at a camp of the Tigray forces. No statement from Tigray military so far, Tigray police so far. What led to the arrest of Tesfaye Gebreyeu? Is it an ethnic issue, or was Tesfaye Gebreyeu involved in activities which are anti-peace? I talked to a few people. They said that Tesfaye Gebreyeu is being accused by Tigray military of working against Tigrayans in Alamata. That is why he has been detained, but his arrest is not being shown by Tigray police, Tigray security forces. There is a friction between Amhara and Tigray population in Alamata. ENDF is there too, but Tigray military has managed to make new deployments in large numbers in southern Tigray in recent months. Thanks for watching.